Effective partnership between public schools and community-based organizations or CBOs require willingness and commitment. Both sides of the partnership have to be willing to make it work. While you cannot plan for every eventuality along the way, there are some basic steps you can take to make the partnership run smoothly. Number 1. Plan together from the start. Often, partnerships get started because one party writes a grant proposal or gets a support letter from one or more collaborators, and the partners don't really begin working together until the check is in the email. A much more effective approach is to get the leadership of the partner organizations together at the outset in order to conduct joint planning, visioning, and problem solving. Make sure you draw on needs assessment data from both sides of partnership. For example, the use of school data such as grade, test scores, attendance, and suspension figures, as well as community data such as information about the number and location of children who are unsupervised after school as you conduct your joint planning. The second one is clarify the vision. The only reason to work in a partnership is to accomplish goals you cannot accomplish separately. The most effective partnerships develop and own a shared sense of purpose. Most partnerships have found it useful to create a written vision statement that guides all their subsequent work. Such a vision statement can outline specific goals, but should also communicate the partnership overarching purpose, philosophy, and long-term aspirations. The third one is take time to get to know one another. In the press of daily business, partners might be too tempted to ignore this step. Think of it as luxury. Experience reveals that taking the time to get to know one another is a cost-effective step that can prevent later misunderstandings. Think of this step as an investment. The leaders and staff should spend time on site in the school during the regular school day, and the school leaders and staff should visit the location during its busy times. This way, both sides of the partnership can learn about one another's core competencies and on-the-ground challenges. The fourth one is set ground rules. Jointly develop ground rules for who will lead meetings, how decisions will be made, how problems will be addressed, how grievance will be handled, and etc. You won't be able to anticipate every challenge, but clear guidelines and procedures can help your partnership avoid unnecessary pitfalls. And having this discussion early can help the partners learn about one another's working style. The fifth one is start small and build gradually. You don't have to initiate a full-scale partnership in the first year. You might consider starting with a small after-school program in the first year, then adding components and participants the second year, then identifying some school day activities that the school needs and the CBO is competent to provide. For example, supervising the playground program during recess and lunch breaks, or running after-school sports league. It's important to identify some quick wins that will allow the partnership to get off a strong start. Quick wins are usually those that address critical needs and that build on the core competencies of the provider. We can also include here the street soccer and the baseball team that was established years ago by our LGU. The sixth one is involve parents as partners. The sooner you involve parents from the community, the easier it will be to spread the word of your new program and mobilize community support. With their unique perspective on the strengths and needs of their community, parents and other residents will have a great deal of value information to share, especially when the key elements of the partnership are still on the drawing board. These are the six principles of effective community partnership.